Why do employers expect more from their employees? So to answer this question, let's use a simple framework that I use. And if you're new to this channel, think of any problem just like a tree. The tree gets its water from its roots to stay alive, right? The same way, what you can see, feel, or touch is just a symptom of the problem, and a problem goes much deeper. It has many factors and several root causes, but all you can see is a symptom at the top. So technically, if you fix the root causes, you can fix the factors and ultimately the symptom itself. So let's try and paint a bigger picture that looks more like this. And feel free to take a screenshot. We start with the symptom, dive into the factors on why it exists, and then branch out to the root causes. So let's start with the symptom, which is the fact that trend towards a fast-paced environment means workplaces are more competitive today. Time is money. The phrase itself is evolving into higher returns on time invested, which basically means that employers want more value for the money they invest in human capital or the employees. And to understand this symptom, we will break it into the top three factors on why this happens. And the first factor is that many employers demand more value for their investment. Therefore, salary they pay to employees, which leads to a higher workload. But why? And the first root cause is that many organizations are getting leaner and they'd rather pay one person to do more instead of two people doing less collectively, so that more work is done and employers are getting a higher return on the money that they spend on the employees. And moreover, higher productivity per employee means that companies can achieve growth with limited or less resources. So instead of having 1,000 employees, companies want to achieve the same results with lesser resources. Now, factor number two is that employees are expected to figure it out with little supervision, potentially causing longer working hours. Think about it. If there are less managers available, then employees have to spend more time figuring it out if the guidance isn't available, right? But what are some of the root causes? Well, the first one is that creativity and problem solving is a big attribute that employers look for in candidates who may not require too much hand holding to figure it out or figure the right solutions. And moreover, managers are becoming increasingly more busy and they have less time to mentor and coach employees. And this results in longer working hours for employees to really try and figure out the right solutions and answers. And the final factor of higher expectation from employers is because of the demand and supply of resources is ever changing. Well, why is that? Well, it is because the supply of candidates with the right skill set is much higher than it was yesterday, which means jobs are less secure for underperforming employees, right? And finally, companies are prioritizing strategy to ensure long-term sustainability. And so job titles and responsibilities are evolving faster. This means that companies need people with multiple skill sets. And if they cannot find these people internally, then they are not afraid to hire people with those backgrounds or experiences. So let's recap. These are the top 6 root causes why employers are expecting more from their employees. First, organizations are scrutinizing the return on investment they get from each employee. And higher productivity means they can achieve growth faster with less employees and resources. Employers want employees who need less hand-holding. And since managers are more busy, employees are on their own to learn and act fast. The demand for quality skills and also the supply of people with the right skills is increasing. And finally, as companies define their long-term vision, the roles and responsibilities are evolving too, which means that employers are not afraid to go for people with multiple skills if they cannot find those people internally. So here is my question to you. What is your number one problem-solving tip to fix these root causes? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment below. Now, if you want to see more videos like this, help me by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and sharing this with a friend. I'll see you in the next problem-solving exercise.